let's dig into the list with someone who is on the list for a third time. Julian, congratulations, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be on here.
So, number 5 on the 22 under 22 list presented by Body Armor. What's it like to be honored on a list like this?
Yeah, so it's amazing, being in the league for 4 seasons now, it's flying. Time is flying by so fast. Being so young, learning so much from all the players that have came through the Galaxy, the coaching staffs. It's amazing. It's an honor to be here and develop here, and this wouldn't be possible without the coaching staffs, the everybody in the ML, or in the Galaxy. The players. Without them, I wouldn't be who I am, the player that I am today, and I'm thankful for that. They push me every day to my highest expectation, to my highest limit, and every day is a day to learn, and they help me do that.
Who tells you? How do you find out? What's the experience hearing that you're going to be 5th on this list?
Honestly, I heard it from Instagram or something like that. I was very surprised. I didn't even know it was coming out, and I was reading a little bit of the MLS social media, and it came out, and I was surprised. For what is it, the second or third time being on the list. It's an honor. I'm blessed to, coming from a small city, Longport, California. It's no dream is too big, and I just want to pave a pathway for all for the next generation from my city.
You mentioned third time, so you were 12th 2 years ago, 5th last year, 5th again. Unfortunately, I think you may have hit the ceiling for fullbacks. I think people just don't respect fullbacks enough. 5th might be as high as you can go because 8 assists, you're playing as well as you can.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's all good. It's all good, 5th is cool. 5th is a cool number. I'll take it.
Yeah, it is very cool. It's very impressive. You are the lone defender sort of in that conversation. I want to talk about some of the people you have to defend. In MLS games, it's Jesus Ferreira. He's number 1 on this list, 18 goals this year. I'm sure someone you're very familiar with for a number of years. What do you make of his game and sort of what it's like to go up against him?
Yeah, for sure, man. Jesus is an incredible player. He has a lot of talent, and the sky's the limit for him. He's been my boy for a very long time now, and I wish him nothing but the best. Defending him, we're not friends. He knows that. We both know that when we step on the field, it's something else. But he's a crafty player. He's a very smart player, a player that will finish anything in front of him. He's a playmaker, and he's a footballer. He knows the game, and with him you can have a great team. But yeah, he's a great player and a great friend.
One of the guys you're familiar with as well, Efra Alvarez, going against in training, growing up with as well. He gets 17th on this list. What do you see in his career, and sort of what's it like working with and against him in training every day?
Yeah, the same with him, man. The sky's the limit for him. He's a very, very incredible footballer, and you can see it every time he steps on the field. Whether he starts the game or comes on, he's a game changer for sure. But yeah, in training he does things that some players can't do, and you see it in the game sometimes. His technical ability, everything. He's a footballer. He knows the game, and he's like I said, the sky's the limit for him as well, and that's my boy. And I'm going to support him in whatever he does.
So you mentioned the older players sort of helping you get to this level. You didn't come through the Galaxy Academy, but you are a young player from the area who's now found your feet. What's your responsibility? What's your role in helping the next generation? When you're talking to Johnny Perez and these young players that are coming through, sort of what are you saying and how often are you interacting with them?
Yeah, for sure. So they're always in the locker room. It's there's players that I grew up with. Whether I was playing G2 for a little bit or even academy, staying around them. It's we've been around for a long time. Obviously I've had a chance to play on the first team for a couple of for 4 years now, and just talking to them. I'm not the only one telling them, giving them advice, but as well as all the other older players that are around as well.
You are one of 3 players on the whole list who either isn't a homegrown or an international signing. It's you, Leon Flack, and Ben Bender. We talked yesterday with Aleko Eskandarian about youth development, where it's been. You had a unique sort of roadmap. What do you, when you think back now on the decisions you had to make to go to Barca, Arizona, to choose to come back to LA and play with the LA Galaxy, and the way it worked out for you? What do you make of sort of what the landscape was like and how you went about it?
Yeah, for sure. So there was an opportunity when I was, in playing U15 or U16, I think it was, or 17. I was at Santa Barbara Academy. I got an opportunity. There was the director of the Barca Academy in Arizona reached out to me and my agent. I went over there on trial for I think like a weekend or 2 weekends, I think it was. Went on trial. I knew it wasn't going to be because I knew about all of like the MLS homegrown rights and all that, and they don't have an MLS team, so I thought it was the best opportunity for me just so that I can have all the options and not be tied down to one team. I wanted to start out there. Went there for about a year. Played a season there. Had a really good team. A lot of great players were there. We had a good season. And then after that, I towards the end of the season, I was already talking to one of the academy coaches that was here, Brian Cleveland. He had been reaching out to me and wanted me to come to the Galaxy for a very long time. Then Dennis DeClose reached out to me saying that I had an opportunity to come with the first team. We talked, and then I made a decision at the end of playoffs with the Barca Academy. And then after that, I came here to the Galaxy, played a couple games with the academy, maybe 2 or 3 games with the academy, then went to the second team, jumped to the second team for a couple games as well, about 3 towards the end of the season. And then I went to preseason with the first team, and then from there I got signed with the first team, and then now it's just been all gas.
It's a fast rise. It's a lot of heat,
Crazy,
including
yeah, for sure.
then the international side of things. And I know everyone, every player has to have that internal confidence that you can achieve everything. But I have to say, from the outside, I never thought an American developed player would start on the Mexican national team genuinely. And what you did is so unique. And we talked about it yesterday in sort of the changing nature of the quality of players coming through. What do you make of what you've been able to accomplish already in making the national team and sort of the recognition of what you've done in MLS from Tata Martino?
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy, growing up idolizing all these players that, now I get to play with and train with, get advice from them and learn from them. It's an amazing opportunity. I'm forever grateful. I'm blessed. It's something that I've always wanted as a kid. It was definitely a hard decision for me during the process, but I'm very happy with the decision. I don't regret my decision, and I'm just going to continue to learn here, play as best as I can, stay consistent with my games, and just try to reach my highest potential.
World Cup coming up, obviously not in this most recent camp. Have you talked to the camp from Tata? Are you still hopeful about a potential spot in Qatar?
Yeah, for sure. So obviously he talked to all of us. It's never, you can't give up until the roster comes out. And it's not even giving up. It's just, you don't doubt yourself and just continue to play. Whoever's in the best form is obviously going to go. He has the people that he's going to take, and I wish whoever goes to the World Cup the best. I want them to succeed. I want them to win, and I want them to have the best World Cup possible.
Dope jerseys too. So either way, you got to go. Let's talk MLS though, because that's where you're going to get the opportunity to show yourself. The big win against the Colorado Rapids. Just in your words, or what you guys are talking about, who are the LA Galaxy this season?
We're a team that wants to win. We're a team that we've gone through difficult times, through very good times. But what's important is that we're sticking together and trying to fight through it. We have 3 games left in the season, and it's a playoff push. Every game's a final, and we play San Jose this weekend. We had a very good game against Colorado. It's the way we're supposed to play. It's the way we know we can play. Colorado's a very good team, and we went out there at home and we showed them what we can do. Everybody had a winning mentality. Everybody was on the same page, and that's what we got to do for the rest of these 3 games.
For you, it's been a little different recently, wing back and right back. Which one do you prefer? How do you sort of shift your mentality between the two?
I love them both. I don't mind them at all. Coach is gonna pick the formation that he wants to play. I'm all for it for both of the positions. I love wing back. I love playing right back. So just whatever he brings is cool.
A big part of the shift has been the new additions. Martin Caceres, one of them, but Ricky Puig, obviously the other one. What's it been like? What's he like as a player? He's leading the league in touches and passes and assists since he's gotten here. He's been a pretty big impact on the field. What's he been like off the field?
Yeah, all 3 of them have been very, very good additions. They're all very good players. They know what they're doing. It was easy for them to adapt to our team. They've made a very huge impact, and hopefully we can make it to the playoffs and just show them what we do. But yeah, they're very, very good additions to our team, and they make a big difference for us.
You know, if you make that run, though, Ricky's going to find you, right?
For sure. Definitely.
It seems to be working out pretty quickly. Brugman, of course, the 2 goals this weekend as well. When you look forward to now coming up, Cali Clásico, it's odd during the international break rescheduled, but this game has so much meaning, especially on San Jose's side.
Most definitely.
How do you lock into sort of like this rivalry on top of the playoff race?
No, we're locked in for sure. We know what it is. We know it's a rivalry game, and we know that we got to go out there and win. Like I said, it's a final game for us. We got to focus on San Jose, and then we focus on the next game. But right now, we're focused on San Jose, trying to go to San Jose and take the 3 points. If it's one, it's one. But we're focused on the 3 points to win. We know what it is. We know what the atmosphere is going to be like, and we know the game's going to be very intense, very physical, and we're going to go out there and try to do our best to take the 3 points home.
As a SoCal guy, you have an open platform. What do you think of NorCal?
Not for me.
Listen, brief but to the point. I appreciate that.
Sure.
In this race, everything happening. Are you watching the other games? Are you scoreboard watching? Are you talking to players on other teams? How are you sort of internalizing the 6 teams that are all still in the playoff race?
Yeah, for sure. So obviously you take a look, but what's most important is just us focusing on ourselves. We can only control what we can, and can't control what we can't. So we're like I said, we're going into Saturday. We're focused on Saturday. We don't care what other scoreboards are. What we're most excited about is going to San Jose and fighting and trying to come back with the 3 points.
Well, Julian, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun one. Congratulations once again on making the list. It is the last time you are eligible, so you don't have to do this next year. That's good for you. But I appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck this weekend.